took a while. That was that joint there.
Wants to move more there, just not quite there.
Yeah, it might take us a couple sessions, you know. It's we made good progress, but it's and I don't want to overwork it, you know. Obviously it's been really tight for a long time, so sometimes it does take a couple of tries. You know what's interesting too is sometimes if I just come and work somewhere else and then come back to it, it suddenly goes, you know. So I'm thinking about coming to your belly a bit more.
Somebody like this because he's stuck. You've been working for a while and he's still stuck. So for us, it's good to see it because then we have hope. You know,
yeah.
He's got to work on it instead of like,
oh yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, no, it's just so tight, you know, and it's just taking a bit of time. Sometimes what I do with that, I call that the stubborn tension. Remember I was saying, like, sometimes on the first run I get rid of whatever comes away nice and easy, and then I'm left with stubborn tension, and I may get that in a second treatment or the second run over on his hand. But what I like to do with that is I'd leave that and I'd make sure I've loosened all these fingers. Like if I have time, because this finger feels really stiff, because this can all be contributing also to it. In fact, this one has hardly any movement whatsoever up here. Look at that. So sometimes when you've got something like a problem, like how it just won't go somewhere else, close by, and come back to it because something else could be adding to that being held. How you feeling, Curtis?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, as you move to a little bit different places, I
Yep.
feel like my overall threshold like starting to come, more within my thresholds, and feels a little bit better again.
Mm-hmm.
What's really sort of striking me as you do this is this idea of local versus sort of global threshold.
Yep.
Where all of the work I can tell could just be fatiguing globally.
Yep.
But then just as you work in one area, I can start to feel like, okay, I'm kind of done there. I almost start to feel like I'm starting to tighten up a little bit again.
Yep.
And then as soon as you move to another spot, I can feel that original spot just kind of relaxing, and then feeling like, okay, I can go back there again.
Yeah. So that's really important too, is not to get, I call it hovering, you know, like you can get stuck on a spot and you can go, I want this to release, you know, and it doesn't. And you go, why not? It should release, you know, I'll just, you know, but that doesn't work. You know, you need to not, sometimes come back to it. Sometimes go somewhere else. Like this area here is also tight, but maybe you know, these are adding to it. You know, maybe something else is adding to it. Maybe he just needs a deeper state of relaxation in order for that to let go a bit more.
And that difference between just the direct pressure and then following it up with a little bit more of the stroking motions,
Yep.
has a way of almost kind of washing away a little bit of that uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
And then it just, when you go back to the solid pressure again, it's like, oh, okay,
Another
there's
layer.
a little bit of a reset.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is the pain as bad as it was originally? In that area?
The pain will be lower. What I can't tell is if he's going a little bit deeper when he comes back, or if I'm just a little bit more sensitive because it's been worked heavily.
Sir, just wondering if you took any pain meds or something before you came here.
Oh, no.
Just to watch you. It's painful.
Yeah.
So must be the
It is a little intimidating because you realize there's nowhere to hide from those little utensils in his fingers.
Yeah.
Like, if there's a sensitive spot, he's gonna find it.
Yeah. Especially that that metal tool. As I started to use that in the last couple of years, it's like nothing can hide from that. You know, it's like it'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
a lot more movement now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely looser. But as I say, like these fingers, you know, like this finger is still very stiff. So it's all the hand work does work as a, you know, as a unit too. So sometimes it's. I find the chopstick particularly effective for this very end point in here, where you get them to breathe into it. You can feel that effectiveness, eh?
Yeah, that's getting maybe a 9.5 there.
Okay, I'll ease off slightly. How's that, about 8.7?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just let you breathe into that. You can definitely feel some of the crunchies through here.
Are they easy to buy these pressure?
Yeah, I can send you a link if you want from different. You can get them on. I get them on Amazon. Yeah. The chopsticks are the hard ones to get. I've got some off of Amazon before, and as I say, they'll have like big square, you know, big rounded edges, and they're not good, you know.
Or Chinese marketplace or Asian?
Yeah, usually I have to go to an Asian store, and I actually check them all out individually because they'll have like a whole lot of them, and they're all slightly different. You know, it's like they're handmade or something, and you want to get the ones that you really like. And you want to get a round point So it's very important that you get, it's rounded. It's not like yeah, like, I don't know. I haven't got one, but yeah, I see that's one that you isn't. It's still a bit rounded actually, but some of them are just cut off. They're circular, but then cut off straight, and I don't find those as good.